everybody. We're back. You know, my first guest from MTV's Total Request Live, and of course is the host of Last Call, which airs immediately following this program. Please welcome Carson Daly.
Fantastic. Hello, Max.
Good to have you here.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here.
I was told, you know,
Awesome.
be careful when I shake your hand because you broke your thumb, but I guess it's...
I broke my left thumb. It's just a buckle fracture. It's all right. It's no big deal, but...
What does a buckle fracture mean? You broke
no idea.
Hanging it in your buckle? Like,
yeah.
What is the actual meaning of buckle fracture?
I don't know. I've been boxing, and I hit my friend Scott London kind of hard and in a weird position, and this whole part of the thumb just kind of went in, and then I went and I got an X-ray, and they said it's not that bad. They said it's a buckle fracture right here. And
you're boxing? Are you wearing gloves when you box? Or you guys bare-knuckling it out in an alley somewhere?
It started that way.
I want to thrash you. Yeah,
right. We watched Fight Club in the alley.
Right.
No, it's, you know, we're boxing with gloves. We don't wear headgear or a mouthpiece, though. It's sort of controlled.
What are you talking
offense,
about? What do you mean you're
defense.
not wearing headgear or mouthpiece? Why?
Well, we box every day, and so we know, each other well enough that we sort of hold back, and you can kind of tell, like, oh, I would have got you there, and
I almost killed you right there. You're very lucky. I'm so fast that when you did that, but I didn't because you're Carson Daly. But I almost totally did one of those. You wouldn't have even seen it on camera. We'd need some special kind of film to watch it.
Very fast, Gordon.
Thank you. No, if I was boxing, I'd be like in a big Nerf cocoon.
Right.
And there'd be a little door, and I'd peek out and hit someone, and then close it, and then roll away.
If you've never done it, then we spend our whole lives trying hard not to get hit.
Right.
So it's weird to put yourself in a situation where you are getting hit, especially by when my buddy Scott can't make it. I was boxing against this girl. She's a Golden Gloves. Like, she just, honestly, and it's not humiliating because it was a female. Okay, there's a little bit.
She's an amazing athlete.
She's great. Yeah. And she just like kicked the crap out of me. Really bad. Yeah.
This girl did.
Yeah.
This woman beat you up.
She was fast, and she was coming around, and she's ba 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 ba, and then she's back out, and I'm just like, holy crap, you're good. Like,
but also, I don't mean
couldn't hit her back. Like, what are you gonna do? Then she'd hit me once. I was like, hey, like my buddy Scott pulls back. You don't pull back. You hit.
Well, also, if you hit her once and got a shot in, she could always be like, what are you doing? Quit it,
No, she's not. She's like, hit me,
sure,
fight me like you would normally. And so sometimes it does sneak through, and I stop, like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't even, She's like, come on, wimp.
The only...
You suck.
Do you ever want to be in a... I mean, no one wants to be in a real fight, but do you think this is stuff that you could ever use if you really had to be in a fight?
Conan, I've been a wimp my entire life. I'm I've never been a... Don't feel pity for me. I've never really been. I've only been in a couple fights, and I just thought,
Yeah,
you play a lot of Britney Spears videos, you go into college bars, we've talked about this on this show. You can find yourself in predicaments with a little alcohol, and you want to at least be able to defend yourself. So plus it's a great workout, and it's good to...
The only self-defense training I ever had was when I was 9. My mom and made my brothers and I go to, like, a self-defense academy, and they gave us those foam sticks that you just hit each other with. And then later my mom was like, my son Conan can take care of himself. He's had training. I'm like, yeah, if I'm attacked by foam sticks. But if people come after me with foam, I'll think I know what to do.
You have a black belt in foam.
But you're saying you're a wimp. You're a really good golfer. You've been playing.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No, he's a really good golfer. You were just at this Pro-Am golf tournament, and you made this chip shot. Which is, I believe, is it 80 feet, this chip shot?
I don't know. That's what they said. It was at the AT&T at Pebble Beach out in Northern California, which they have a real PGA golf event. I wanted to play professional golf. It didn't work out, and this is something I've been invited to play, and you play with the actual pros. You play inside the ropes. They're competing for, obviously, on their own ball for their own money, and then you have an amateur partner. Make a long story short, it was just a real sort of, like, fantasy week for me and my family, so I played, and it's kind of like what my life might have been if I had ever made it on the tour. And it was the last day at Pebble Beach, and it was on the 18th hole, and I just got lucky, and I hit this shot.
I don't know, this looks, if I had a piece of footage like this, I would carry it around, and show it to people. Let's take a look at this shot. This is really cool.
I'm such an idiot. I'm like,
that's a great...
I love I'm like grandstanding. I was so surprised, literally, that shot went in. It shocked me. I could hear my mom cackling in the background, like, I can't believe he made it. And I just thought, for this moment in time, I'm just going to sit here on the 18th green, which is just so historic for me, and just, you know, and
who could begrudge you that? If I had made a shot like that, I'd be like walking around going like, "In your face!"
Yeah, right.
I'd have the least class. I'd be going up to Tiger Woods like, I'd be like a total idiot about it. I think you were very restrained.
I grabbed the ball out of the hole, and I was just so in shock that it went in. I really didn't know what to do, and I'm still trying to have good etiquette and keep, you know, they had to putt, and I didn't want to step on people's lines. And I looked at my pro, Jason Gore, who I grew up playing golf with, and I'm like, you know, what do I do? And he's like, you know, throw the ball. So I take the ball, and I just chuck it into the ocean. Right? And people started screaming, like, yeah, and I thought, I'm cool, even more cool now. And I walk off, he's like, no, you a-hole. I meant, like, to the fans, give it to a kid.
That's really funny, you.
There's like a 14-year-old boy who's like, the ball, you know?
And you're like, yeah, you want the ball?
Exactly. It's fish food.
Get some scuba gear.
I'm an idiot.
Now, you just mentioned your mom. Your mom was at the tournament with you. You flew home with your mom, is that right?
Yeah, I did.
From the tournament,
Listen,
and you had a bit of an incident.
I love to fly just because it's kind of like my only time. You might be able to relate to this. You get like 5 hours in the air where it's not about you. I don't read anything. I don't take, it's just your time. No cell phones, no pagers. So I'm on the plane. I haven't flown United in a while, and every airline is sort of linked to a network.
Right.
Like American, I think, has like the CBS Eye in the sky.
Right.
United is NBC's in-flight. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just vegging out. And, you know, I'm thinking like a Friends is going to come on or something, or maybe your show or whatever. And so Last Call comes on. And I'm just mortified. It's just really kind of embarrassing because people are kind of looking like, hey, and I hate to see myself. But my mom was sitting next to me, and the minute it came on, she's just like, Carson. And she just let out this huge scream like, that's my baby boy. Like not for nothing, Mom. Like I have like 2 TV shows. It's like I've never been on television, but something weird flying in the air and seeing the show. She started to cry, and I'm just like, I think it was the wine or something.
The wine had a big part to do with it, maybe.
Yeah. They had the J-bar in the plane.
When you landed, she was arrested, I understand.
No, she
dragged away.
No, she's very proud, and it's just weird, though. I mean, you can't run. I mean, you're on the 35,000 feet.
You gotta watch.
I was telling the flight attendant, I'm just like, can we just like fast forward? This is embarrassing.
Right. Well, I'm sure people enjoyed it.
Not to mention, I've worked hard to get to a point to be on, you know, in the NBC late night lineup and interview people really respectable, like we've had Tom Brokaw on, or Harvey Keitel, and I'm really jazzed by that post MTV. And you know, there's like I'm with Justin Timberlake, and I was like, again, God bless Justin.
Who's also a fine newsman and broadcaster.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, before we go, I heard this rumor recently. Some people in the building have been saying, "Hey, did you know that Carson redid his office? Like, you know, because your show's doing well." And they said, like, "Yeah, he redid his office, and he made." And I thought, well, maybe you got like a nice rug in there or something. We actually sent a camera crew over there to check out your office. This is not a joke or anything. This is Carson's actual office. And talk us through this. Look at this.
All right.
Look at this here. You come in, and whoa! Look at that. That is a gaming table of some kind, or a guitar. Oh, look at this. Is that where you sit?
I love your camera works like cribs. Yeah, that's my desk. It's an actual blackjack.
And that's a bar, a gorgeous bar right there.
Yeah, the bar's good. It started...
Sometimes I call you at 2 in the afternoon and you don't sound like yourself. I love you, man. Carson, what's wrong? I love you.
You know when it started is this, because I'm at MTV and I race over here and I get upstairs and sometimes I'm quick and we have a really cool young staff of writers and producers and I don't get to spend quality time. And we are at a rap party and we're at this sort of lounge and we're having some cocktails and we're really starting to bond, me and like, you know, the 8 or 9 of these
Alcohol
guys.
will do that.
Yeah, but it was, that was part of it. But it was like, we should do this. We started generating some ideas for the show, which we have not implemented yet in any way, shape, or form. And I thought, this is what we need. You know, it's too bad when we're in our office, it's so sterile. I wish I could recreate, you know, that kind of just vibe. So I thought I might get fired from NBC. The show might get canceled. At least it's on somebody's
office out of it.
Budget code, and they said okay, and I did it. And now we get to go in there, and it's, you know,
it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm very jealous because I've been here 10 years. And look at my office. This is footage we just took of my office, and there it is, right there. There's my hot plate with my beans. Clamato. Clamato. You got to try Clamato.
You're more than welcome to come over and play some blackjack.
I'm going to hang out with you. It's clearly, it's the cooler place to be. Last Call with Carson Daly, and you're doing a great job. Airs immediately following this show. Carson, thanks for making time.
You've been awesome.
Chris Elliott, everybody, is coming up. We'll take a break. Carson Daly.